What's going on, YouTube? It's Q back here again with another video for you. In today's video, I'm here with the 2022 Ford Mustang. This is the Mustang Mach E GT. So the reason I'm driving this vehicle today, I was intrigued by this Mustang. So to say Mustang, I like to call it the Mach E. This ain't my Mustang. Just kidding, I don't care what they named it. It's Ford's electric SUV. But the Mustang GT, or the Mustang Mach E, let me just start with that. Looked at leasing one of these. The leasing deals came out quite all right, like $400 a month, no money down, but I ended up not getting one. It was for the wife. She didn't want one because you could not get a sunroof. On this car, you can. It's more like a panel roof. I'll show you that in a minute though. But this Mustang is a phenomenal deal compared to new, because brand new, this Mustang Mach E was $66,000. But this Mustang right here, within the 2 to 3 years that this car has been on sale, depreciation has been kind and not been kind. If you bought this new and financed it, it has not been kind. But if you're in the used car market and you want to buy this from a place like City of Cars, which this car is available for sale, this Mustang Mach E GT with only 27,000 miles, so 2022, is going for $33,000. And if you actually want to buy it, tell them that Q sent you, they'll hook you up. But this is a phenomenal deal. It's lost almost 50% of its value in just a mere 2 to 3 years. This is a lot of vehicle for the money. $33,000, that's like a base model Corolla or Camry, the base model Camry with the hybrid now. But you get a whole lot more with this. So we're going to take a brief walk around it, see what the interior looking like. Then we're going to take it on the drive, because this is the GT. I like my sports cars, or sports car. This is supposed to be sporting in nature, so I want to see what that's like. So that's what we're getting into today. So before you leave, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, browse the channel. Let's jump into it. The exterior, you're going to know it's a GT unless it's a black one, because it has the black grille, or the faux grille right there. You're also going to notice a front splitter. And these vents, are they functional? Probably not. Maybe just a little bit, but not too much. But got the arrow on there, and the arrow. Going to notice by these red Brembos down here, the black tires, the big rotors. So this is a performance model. Well, that's what they want us to believe. I'll see once I drive it. But this is a great looking EV, practical. Take a look at the hatchback back here. This is a Mustang. Got the Mustang 3-bar lights, the GT. Why they call it a Mustang? A lot of people hate that. It doesn't bother me. You know what it is. You know when you go to the dealership, you're not about to look for a coupe. It's a sedan. So they did it for the nomenclature for selling purposes. I didn't think it was a great idea, but it doesn't bother me. You got the horse on the floor mat in the trunk. Very spacious back here. Also have nothing down there. Put a tow hook, tire inflator kit. Finish walking on around. Do have a little bit more aggressive diffuser sitting down low. Wider tires, more performance based. And this is going to be all-wheel drive. I don't know the output. I might put it on the screen. Do y'all really care? Y'all seen more than one Mustang Mach E GT review before. Do I need to put it on the screen? Maybe I will. The cool thing about Ford is they always had it. If you don't have your key, you can put in your certain code to unlock the door. That is cool. Didn't know they still had that either. To get in the back seat. How do I get in the back seat? Press it, door opens. Coming on the back seat, got suede on the door. This denim looking thing on the speaker grill. Seats got orange, brown stitching. Brown stitching, more like a baseball glove. This panoramic sunroof, and it looks to be polarized, because I don't know if you can close or open the shade. Suede on the back of the seats. How practical is it getting back here? Whacked my head, got to duck in. But once I get in here, this seat is all the way back, so I can have more leg room. You can fit an adult back here. A couple of adults, a smaller adult as well. Sun is beaming on my face, so it's going to be a little bit hot up in here. I need to hit that polarization on the glass if I can figure it out. Front seat, more of the same. Hit the button, door pops open. To get out the car, we do have this latch down here. Just pull the latch, release it physical. More of these great seats up here. Armrest got the GT in it. Mustang logo, because just in case you forgot this wasn't a Mustang. Giant screen. But we're about to go for a drive right about now. Cool graphics going on, but let's drive it. All right, let's crank it up. Or the lack of cranking. It's an EV. Noticing this very small cluster, this very large center stack screen, infotainment. I'm looking for the drive modes. Where that's at? See, this is why I be needing cars for more than like 30 minutes. It's overwhelming what it is. Can be a little bit intimidating first getting into one of these things, but we gonna see. Sound like I'm in the Jetsons right now. All these little words and stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to disable this navigation. I'll stop that. I don't know. Gotta focus on driving though. See how we take our curve. Not the tightest suspension. Kind of figured that's how it was gonna be. Oh my God. That thing blast out in acceleration. That was different. That was very fast. I didn't expect that. I've driven quite a few EVs, but all of them, some of them are a little bit underwhelming, like the Audi Q8 that I drove. That thing was kind of slow, 0 to 60 in like over 5 seconds. I assume most EVs should be quick, especially an Audi. While I'm sitting here at this light, I'm noticing all the space that's around here. You got a big just floor of space here, 2 cup holders, another floor under that floor. And then we got this deep center armrest. So EVs are almost always ergonomically friendly with the spacing that they do have, just because they don't have an axle to go through the center of the car. Just got the motors. And as the sun is beaming right above our head, it's not too harsh like these roads. Don't forget that I'm in Michigan, guys. I actually like the steering wheel size. It's the right size. Some steering wheels are too big. This is just soft enough and the right diameter. The brakes gonna bite. What turned my wife off from one of these was the 1-foot pedal. She never experienced that before. That does take some getting used to. Just accelerating, deceleration with just one pedal. I got used to it because I got to drive a few of these, but it takes some getting used to. God damn. That's crazy. How do we take a curve? She a big girl, got a lot of pitch to it. This is an SUV marketed as a sports SUV. But God almighty, they got that going part right. This thing take off. They got a rally version of one of these too. 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. Why you want that? Who's doing that? I don't know. That's where we're at, but I wouldn't complain about it. Says the guy who drives a rally car himself. Check out the turning radius. Did Ford remember to do that? Actually, that's pretty good. And since we got all the horsepower, we can effortlessly merge into traffic. Pew! That's crazy how fast you can get up to speed. My range would be more like 150. Probably going to be that in the wintertime because the cold weather is devastating to these battery lives. Driving this like a normal person would is actually pretty good. Very smooth, quiet. Powertrain is like I said, it sounds like the Jetsons with the little got that noise going on. The visibility is pretty good. It's a little, cars in this class normally have more visibility, but nothing that'll stop you from or impede you from being able to see what you need to see. It's just the way they styled it. I actually like the styling on this a lot, so I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure you can get one of these with Blue Cruise. Don't quote me on that because this is a 2022, but you can force Blue Cruise on certain stretches of highway, certain roads. The car will make lane shifts and just drive by itself. So that'll be a pleasure to experience. We ain't doing that today though, because I need to see how to work that exactly. These seats aren't the most supportive laterally. They're very comfortable, but the side bolstering is, I don't know, it's kind of a wide space. Thankfully, I don't slide around in the seat, but it could be more supportive. It's just a lot of room. If your back is a little bit more horizontal than the average build, this will be quite all right for you. You know, on freshly paved roads that's been redone, dead silent. Now we're about to see what it's like to get on the expressway. It's got the stop and go down, Pat. God dang. We get to 70 just like that. That's some crazy acceleration. Woo. Oh, do I hear some tires squealing? You a madman, Q. And just like that on the highway, let's see at highway speeds the power to pass. Not as aggressive as it is from a dig or from a standstill, but it gets up. Just not as much. It's just not as aggressive. Just coasting. I haven't put my foot on the gas in a minute, so the EVs might just be a little bit different when it comes to driving as opposed to the gasoline counterparts. Coasting, we can definitely coast. Don't lose too much speed, not pressing the accelerator. Coming on off the highway, this is an EV that actually has some soul to it. Got some driving feel to it. Acceleration is great. I do wish it had a little less body roll, but this is an SUV. I got to keep that in the back of my mind. So a buyer that's buying one of these, still haven't driven a Tesla Model Y yet, so I can't make that comparison, but from what I hear, this is just a better put together EV. But I'll save that until I drive my own. Can't pass judgment. I got to use my own opinions. So we're about to get right back on the highway. So I want to see how this thing handles quite nicely. And the acceleration, pow, that thing crazy. Woo! Jet tripping. And the brakes are just as good. Them big steel rotors. Well, this can make driving quite a pleasure. And the range on here, if it can actually do 250 miles, well, now we're at 239 just from those little bursts of speed. Oh, dang, we got a burst at higher speed now. Maybe I spoke too soon. But this would be a very compelling EV to drive for the family. So we test drove this. We test drove the Blazer EV. Yeah, we ended up going with a combustion engine vehicle, a Buick Envista for that. But we just, my wife wasn't ready for an EV. It's kind of a big commitment, not having a charger at home, and the anxiety of it being the sole family vehicle. We just can't charge it everywhere. But now Ford is on Tesla's network, so Ford can use the Tesla superchargers. So that's a huge bonus. Because me charging at other stations or just regular charging stations gives me anxiety. It always takes longer than what they say. They say it only takes, like, you can quick charge in 15 minutes. But the vehicles that I have charged took a long time to charge. So you don't got that much time to waste. Going from like 40 to 80%, and the Genesis GV Electrified took me like 30 minutes. Cost $16. Hopefully this is better. But man, I want to drive this a little bit more. Sad to be driving back to City of Cars right now. This is actually exciting. Oh yeah. So Ford did a phenomenal job with their first mainstream EV that's going to be doing some numbers. I know they came out with the the Focus Electric, which only had 80 miles per charge in around, what was that, 2013, 2014. But that car, I don't know why they did that. That was probably an experiment. This is worlds better. This is actually a nice interior too. I see they got some design cues, because Ford's interiors are generally just plain and black. We got a little bit of stitching in here, and the denim on the B&O audio, which is actually a good audio system. Not sure about this one. I'll listen to y'all so we don't get demonetized for listening to copyrighted music, and I'll let y'all know how it is. in that 5 seconds of listening to it, it's all right. It ain't like no B&O and Audis, or what else is B&O and Mercedes, but it's adequate for what it is. Maybe I need to do some tuning, but it's all right. It's not the worst I've heard, but it's definitely not the best. So take off. No Migos. Damn. That's kind of fun. Whoa, it's not about to be fun driving that fast and getting a ticket. But how effortlessly this accelerates, that's exhilarating. And it being able to handle too. That is fun. Oh man, we got a truck with the trailer messing us up. This was our grand finale right here. The micro suede in these seats definitely keep you still. Like, even though this is a wider seat, like, I haven't slid around at all just because it's not full leather. If it were full leather, I'd be in the passenger seat somewhere. I'm impressed. Very impressed with this. Wasn't expecting that. Kudos to Ford. I cannot believe this car that was once $66,000 is now only $33,000 with 27,000 miles on it on the used market. 2 years old, well, 3 years old now at this point. But that is a great bargain. I kind of regret not buying one of these in the used market because we really wanted the GT because it's got the sunroof. That's one of the non-negotiables when it comes to my wife's vehicles. Gotta have that sunroof. And this has it, but only on the GT trim. We were going to lease just the basic one. What is that? Oh, that's that green GR86. My bad. Yeah, this is a stellar deal on the used market. And other EVs are going to do the same. But just to see a car this new with all of this technology in it, being only $33,000, losing that much value that fast, I would gladly swoop one of these up, especially for my third vehicle. If I had the coin to get a third vehicle, or a fifth vehicle if we're being technical, I would absolutely get one of these and just plug it into my garage. And even with just 120 volt, like, I wouldn't drive it every single day, so it don't matter if it's charging slow or not. Just being able to be off the petrol, that'll be great. So a huge shout out to City of Cars once again for providing me with another great vehicle. And if you're seriously interested, go check out their website. This is for sale. I'll drop it in the link down below. You all remember to drive safe out there. And speaking of safety, this car has 360-degree camera, blind spot. It'll self-park itself. Ton of features on here that I didn't even touch on because it's overwhelming to get it in just a short video. But this car has a lot of great features. These brakes definitely bite. Don't like this shifter right here. Like, that was always weird to have a knob shifter. It feels weird. But that's their thing. They're doing different stuff. Everybody's got a different gear selector nowadays. Tesla, you swipe the screen or swipe somewhere up there. Ford has this knob. I know Lincoln's at one point had like a press button right by the radio controls. Everybody just trying stuff nowadays, and I think it can be a bad thing because we reinventing the wheel. Well, not the wheel, but the gear selector, which drives the wheels for no reason. Just column stock, or I don't know, do something that just doesn't take up real estate. Because something else could have gone right here. We could have had 4 cup holders in the front. Who else is doing that? But I'm going to leave y'all with that. Y'all have a great day, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.